Hey everyone, how you guys going? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I gained 15 kgs of weight that got me from here to here. So I'm going to start by sharing my story, where I'm coming from. So basically, I have always been a skinny person, but not too skinny that I'm underweight or I'm facing health issues and stuff like that. So I've never been that kind of skinny. But yes, once I moved to Australia, when I was studying and working and doing my own cooking and stuff like that, life was hectic, and that is when I happened to lose a lot of weight. I actually ended up losing over 10 kgs back in the days, which is when I hit a point that okay, it's enough, and that I need to start taking some sort of actions and get my health back up, because at that point in time I started noticing health issues like dizziness or not being able to stand for too long, and I was not feeling confident and comfortable in myself, and nothing was looking great on me. So all of those things kind of gave me that push that okay, it's high time that I must take some action and improve my health. That is when I'm talking about late 2010 or early 2011. That's when I decided that okay, I am going to join a gym and I will start working on building muscle and those kind of things. Now of course, because everything was so new for me, I had no clue what kind of exercises you're supposed to do or like what to eat and those kind of things. So I decided to have a trainer. She gave me a good picture of a picture that a beginner should know in terms of where to start and what to do workout wise, and then of course she guided me through my nutrition as well and what calories are and surplus and those kind of things. So she guided me all of that stuff, and I followed that, and of course I had her for, as I said, 2 to 3 months, and after that I just made sure that I continue the whole process on my own. So that is exactly what I did. But that being said, this was early 20s for me, and that was a time where as I said, I was studying, I was working, I was in my early 20s. I wanted to go out, have fun, and be out with my friends and all that kind of stuff. So of course I was never consistent. I was never really serious about gaining weight, although I wanted to gain weight, but I wasn't like very strict about the whole routine, which is the reason why it took me 4 years to gain those 15 kgs of weight. But that is totally fine, because there were so many important things happening in my life back then that I couldn't neglect, and I tried to juggle my best between everything. The good thing was that I had my on off with my workout side of things, as well as the whole health and fitness side of things. But yes, the good thing was that after every off there was always an on. I always made sure that after every setback I was making efforts to get back in my routine, right? And I think one of the biggest reasons why I was able to do that was because I fell in love with weightlifting. I just loved the way I felt after my workouts, and the kind of confidence and then the kind of energy that it gives you. That was something that kind of motivated me, and that kind of like always pulled me towards getting back on track and getting back on routine whenever I could. So that is the one thing that I'm really thankful to my past self. Now that being said, not everybody needs that long of a time to gain 15 kgs of weight. You sure can gain this much of weight in much lesser time as well, but of course that will demand a lot of discipline, a lot of consistency, and if you think you can do that, then by all means anyone can gain this much weight in a much lesser time. So basically from 2010 to 2014 I gained these 15 kgs, which was a great achievement for me, because most of it was done all on my own, and I of course learned a lot, experimented a lot of things on myself, and somehow I managed to hit a point where I was happy the way I was looking, I was happy the way I was feeling. And around 2015 I got actually really curious about knowing more about muscle building side of things, or general health and fitness, which is the reason why I decided to actually do my certification, which is the reason why now I am a certified personal trainer and a certified nutritionist. Now it didn't stop there, because there was a time comes around 2019 where a lot of things changed in my life, and there was a lot of stress, which actually led to all of this weight to go away. I lost everything that I gained with all that hard work in 4 years. I lost all that weight in end of 2019, early 2020. And if you want to know why I lost it and how I gained it all back just within 9 months of time, then you should definitely check out this video of mine, because I've definitely talked a lot in detail over there, and I'm sure some of those little things you might be able to relate to, and you might be able to adopt as well to help you in your weight gain journey. Now, when it comes down to the process, like what did I do to gain all that weight? Two big points are basically, you know, lift weights and progressive overload, and second thing is eat in surplus, right? This is the exact process that I followed, I still follow, and this is the exact process that my clients are following, and they're producing amazing results. I'm so proud of all of these girls out there who are really busting their ass and really working hard to transform themselves, and the results are here. I'm really proud of you girls. I know we have that one-on-one interaction on WhatsApp, but I just wanted to take some time to kind of, you know, appreciate all of you guys here as well, because every hard work must be appreciated, and not just my paid clients, but I know all of you guys who are following my YouTube videos and are doing amazing. I'm really proud of you girls as well. Keep doing the good work. As I said, you know, it will take a lot of time, a lot of challenging, and a lot of patience, so just make sure you give all of that to the journey, and trust me, before you know, the transformation will be there. So these are the bigger pointers that I can give you, and of course there are tons and tons of videos on my YouTube channel where I talk a lot in detail about every single thing, how many calories to take, how to calculate, and you know what your macronutrients breakdown should be and stuff like that. And I recently posted this video where I talked about my 5 top weight gain food items that I personally include every single week in my food plan to ensure that I'm always remaining in surplus and I'm giving what my body needs. And then together with that, I also posted this video where I talked about the workout mistakes that a lot of us make, and if you're a beginner, then this is going to be a great video for you to start with, because you get to learn the postures, the techniques and things like that for your main exercises, because if you're able to do your exercises correctly, you will be able to gain a bit better, a bit faster, right? So definitely check out and explore all of those videos. There's tons and tons of videos. You can explore all of my playlists. However, in this video, I'm going to be talking about those little things that I personally followed and that actually made a difference for me in my journey. These are the little things that I really stand by, and I wanted to share with you guys in this video, because of course we all talk about the big pointers, but nobody talks about these little things which are equally important to support and to assist in your weight gain journey. First thing is to never stress about gaining, right? Of course, we all, whenever we adopt a process, we all want fast results, right? In just 2 weeks time or 3 weeks time, everybody wants to see some sort of changes, right? So we are always like looking for faster gains and faster results. And of course, when that doesn't happen, because muscle building is not an easy task, it will require a lot of work, a lot of consistency. And then on top of that, we don't know how quickly your body will respond to the work that you're doing, depending on, you know, how stubborn your body is or not. And of course, when that doesn't happen, that's when we start stressing about that, why aren't we gaining? I'm doing everything, but I'm still not gaining. And we all know, everybody knows that how bad stress is for you, right? You are in a process where you want to become healthy, both mentally and physically. And then in the process, just because things are not rolling the way you want them to, or the reason why it's not coming faster to you, if you're going to stress about that, you are reversing your process. Instead of gaining, you will in fact either start losing, or you will not gain anything, because by stressing out, you're giving birth to hormones which are not going to help you in your weight gain journey or in any kind of growth and development of your body. In my case, it took me 4 years to gain these 15 kgs, but the one thing that I did not do was I never stressed about it. I was enjoying the process, and I did have my ups and downs and all that kind of stuff, but I never stressed about how much I gained or how much I didn't gain or whatnot, right? Second thing is, don't jump around from process to process, right? There are tons of videos on YouTube. Everybody is talking about different things, whether it's about workouts or whether it's about food and stuff like that. So you need to find one process that you can kind of relate to or you can trust to, and make sure you stick to that process, right? What happens is that, you know, 1 month you started doing this, and then as I said, you know, relating to point number 1, you did not see much result in that 1 month. So what you do is you drop that process, because you like, you know, because of course you wanted results in just 4 weeks time. So you drop that process and you jump to something else, and then again you try that for a month, and then you jump to something else, right? So jumping from process to process is never going to help anybody anybody, make sure you adopt a process and you stick to that at least for 3 to 4 months time to be able to let your body adapt to the process and then start reaping some results from that process, right? So patience again becomes a very important key here, because as I said, muscle building is not an easy task, and no matter what kind of process you adopt, I'm sure everything will require some sort of time to be able to produce any kind of results for yourself, right? So instead of jumping around and trying this and that and this and that, you will end up achieving nothing, and you will just be wasting your time and money and efforts and things like that. And that is exactly what I did. I fell in love with weightlifting, and I kind of knew that weightlifting is the only way out, because of course for me, yes, I wanted to gain weight, but I also wanted to gain weight the right way and have that perfect physique, or the good physique that I had a picture of in my mind. And I knew that to be able to get there, I must lift weight and build muscle. But at the same time, I also knew it's going to take a lot of discipline and it's going to take a lot of time to be able to get there, which is the reason why I never gave up on that process, although it took me really long to reach my results. But that's okay. I just had that faith in the process that if I just continued this, I will be able to reach one day where I want to reach, which exactly what happened. Third pointer is, don't complicate your nutrition, right? Again, the same thing, there are tons and tons of videos and recipes and this and that on YouTube, or all over on social media, that we overwhelm ourselves by adopting all these different recipes. Unless you are somebody who has all the time in the world to stay in the kitchen and do all that cooking, then by all means definitely explore so many options. But to be honest, what worked best for me, and I still follow the same thing, is that keeping my food plan simple and effective is the way my body works the best, right? I do try new recipes or something every now and then, but majorly I'm basically eating the same food every single day. So many things happening in life, whether it's fitness related or not fitness related, and then the last thing you want to do is overwhelm yourself with all this extra different kinds of recipes and things like that, which is great to try every now and then, but not to complicate your nutrition every single day. Our basic home cooked meals are pretty good enough. If you can stick to those and you can just make sure that you are eating in sufficient quantity to complete your caloric need of the day, you will just be fine. The less overwhelming and less complicated you can keep your nutrition as well as the workout side of things, the better you'll be able to grow, the better your body will be able to adapt to everything. Fourth point is, don't underestimate home workouts, right? Now personally, I love going to the gym and working out, because of course all the resources are there, everything that I need is there, and B, the positive vibe and the energy that I get in the gym is completely on a different level, and I'm actually able to push myself a little bit more as compared to working out at home. But that being said, I do not underestimate home workouts. If I talk about my 2020 weight gain journey, when I was at home and I had lost all that weight and I wanted to gain all that back, which I did do in 9 months time, everything that I did was at home, right? It was basically using the dumbbells and the weights that I had available at home, because of course it was COVID, gyms were shut and everything like that. So don't underestimate home workouts, but at the same time you want to make sure that you have enough resources, enough dumbbells to lift at home as well, right? Because at the end of the day, muscle building is all about progressive overloading. So by home workouts, I don't mean just do body weight workout or just work out with your 2 kg dumbbells. You want to make sure that you do have a range of dumbbells so that you can move from 2 kgs to 3 kgs to 4 kgs and so on, right? You want to make sure that you have those kind of resources available at home. I've left some links in the description box below for some great dumbbells that you can invest in and get started. But it's important that you understand that why I always say a range of dumbbells is required, right? You want to make sure that you have those resources available on you so that you can each week or every 10 days or every fortnight, you can push yourself out of that comfort zone and make that effort to lift that next weight that you have available, right? You will never be able to challenge yourself if you don't even have the resources on you, right? So basically at the end of the day, if you want to gain weight, you want to make sure that you have resources available on you. If you can't buy all that weight at home, go to a gym. If you can't go to the gym because of course you don't feel confident or comfortable to go to the gym just yet, then be sure to invest in enough dumbbells and get started at home, because no matter where you are, as long as you have the resources, you will just be fine in gaining weight, in gaining muscle, and moving forward in your weight gain journey. And the fifth point is kind of related to the fourth point, which is don't be afraid of lifting. A lot of girls out there is like, I don't want to lift more weight because I don't want to look muscular, I don't want to look like a man or something like that, right? Firstly, we naturally cannot gain that much muscle and cannot look like a man, right? If you're talking about women who are like into bodybuilding and stuff like that, that's a completely and extremely different kind of, you know, weightlifting. And trust me, gaining muscle is not an easy task. To be able to gain the kind of muscles those women have, you really have to bust your ass and really have to work hard. And the amount of weight that they lift and the kind of nutrition they are on, it's a completely different kind of a setup, right? And I am really proud of those women as well, because not everybody has the guts to do that. But that being said, just doing your general fitness and lifting weights, you will never be able to look manly or, you know, look muscular and stuff like that, right? So please take that myth out of your head first, and then get started and get lifting heavier and heavy, right? So don't be afraid of doing that. And again, you know, that demands that you have range of dumbbells so that you can challenge yourself, you can gain more muscle mass, you can gain weight, look healthy, feel happy, while still looking feminine. Okay, please take out the myth that by lifting heavier you will become muscular, because if only it was that easy. There you go, guys. So I hope you like these little pointers, because they definitely are as important as those big 2 pointers. So definitely make sure that you are understanding what I've just said in this video, and you try and incorporate that in your life as well, right? Now this was all about past. Now the first video of 2022, I'm going to be talking about what are my fitness goals for 2022, and then what I am thinking or planning in order to achieve those goals, as well as the little things that I might be changing in my training routine and my food side of things, to experiment a few different things for myself, and, you know, to kind of amp up the growth level that I have and the strength level that I have. So if you want to know more and maybe plan with me so that you can plan your weight gain journey a bit better in 2022, then I would 100% recommend subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on that video, and you can plan your 2022 with me. Now before I sign off here, I just want to let you guys know that on Thursday and Sunday I will start posting some shorts video where I will be sharing some weight gain transformation, some quick tips and some recipes and things like that. So make sure you check those out as well for a lot of, you know, quick on the point information regarding weight gain. Alright you guys, on that note, have an amazing new year, and I'm gonna see you guys in year 2022. Bye guys.